Hey folks, Sylvia's here. I'm on Leaf. I don't even know what Leaf episode this is. God. I don't know how to play the game anymore. Hi. Dude, I don't even, what do no, I want to talk to Santa Claus. Present. Thank you. Alright, so what did I get? Candy, and did I already have that? Yeah, I already had that. What am I doing with this? Alright, so it's been a while, obviously. Piggy tank. Oh, God. See how much platinum. Alright, so I got that much platinum from that. Cool, I suppose. Not really. Okay, so... God, this is terrible. So, yeah, it's been like a solid month, if not longer, since I've played Tibia. They have now forced me to use this, updated client, which just... Okay, so, to be fair, it's probably objectively better in every way. I acknowledge that. This is probably an improvement over everything. I just do not do change well. Just no change. Anchorman. I just don't like it. I feel like my screen's too big, which doesn't even make sense because my screen's exactly the same size it's always been. But I feel like my screen's too big. Everything is just wrong right now. I don't like it. I'm not happy. I'll get used to it eventually, but I'm just not happy right now. I don't even know what the symbol is. What is the symbol? Oh, I'm hungry. Okay. That's actually a really cool symbol to have. I like that symbol. Eat my candy canes. There we go. So today's episode will possibly be a short one. I didn't want to do anything overly complicated because I basically don't remember how to play this game at the moment. So we're going to go kill Ribstride and Fleshcrawler again, and I think that generally takes a decent amount of time. So I think we should be good there. So that's the plan on that. Anyway, so I haven't made a video in quite some time because of my computer problem, so I figured I would cue you guys into that one. Oh man, the whole battle window's all weird now. Oh god, it's just driving me crazy. I mean, again, yeah, I realize that it's probably an improvement, but I hate it. I just hate it. So I had made an update video kind of saying that I was going to start doing Let's Plays for Skyrim, right? God, this has actually been long enough ago that I'm personally not 100% certain I remember the exact events that went down. But anyway, I started making Let's Plays for Skyrim, and it didn't work, so I was going through a whole bunch of crap. And my computer wanted an update, and I'd updated some drivers or something. So I started doing this major update on my computer, and then I just was my friend called and was like, "Yo, do you want to go get something to eat?" My friend's been all kind of depressed lately. He's always he always has issues with anxiety, but it's gotten a little bit worse. So I've been trying to not let him go off the deep end. He's a good guy though. So zoom in. Oh, it's down here. I don't know why I thought it was up on the tip of the peninsula. It should be right there, I think. Sick. I don't have, yeah, I didn't bring any scarab coins. Back to town. And back to town again. So I was like, yeah, sure, we'll go get something to eat. So we go out, get something to eat, and I come back and my computer's off, so I'm like, alright, so the update must have happened. And then my computer just didn't turn on. So, we struggled with that. Let me, map click here. There we go. Struggled with that. That was a huge pain. Ultimately, I couldn't figure out what exactly had happened, which did not make life easier. One of my followers from my channel actually was like, "Oh, I could probably help you." Sicko Gaming actually, he was or Psycho Gaming. Sorry, I said that wrong. He was like, "I can probably help you out." So he walked me through trying to fix the graphics card. So it turns out, and this has happened to me before. I don't know if I mentioned this in one of my YouTube videos, but my computer, God, this is my original computer back from 10 years ago. I bought it from Circuit City, which doesn't even exist any longer. And I had like a whole bunch of problems with that computer, actually, come to think of it. But, whole bunch of problems with that computer. Oh boy. One day I was like actually just using it. And if I had mentioned this, it would have been kind of getting into the reason why I'm like in credit card debt, because I had just taken, it was like 2008, I had just signed up for like a whole bunch of online courses at my local community college. It was like early September, right before the financial crisis. I just kind of assumed I would have some Scarab coins. Scarab. Oh, God. I hate this. Everything's wrong. I only need one of these. So I was like using my computer the one night, and I have it all hooked up into like a fancy, I think the brand's called APC, like battery backup thing. So the battery backup like made this weird sound, and the lights like flickered for a second. So I'm like, oh hey, we're losing power. And then the battery backup made this just long screech until I unplugged it. So apparently what had happened was, like, long story short with that was, there was like a power surge that just went through my my surge protector battery backup and fried my computer back then. Like I did contact the battery backup people, and like they ran diagnostics on the thing. It was like, oh, the thing's working perfectly fine. I'm like, well, clearly it's not working perfectly fine if my computer just got electrocuted. They're like, well, according to our diagnostics, it's working fine, so we're not reimbursing you for anything. So I'm like, great. So I ended up having to pay like a whole bunch of money out of pocket to like immediately repair the computer. Do they not like stay highlighted on my battle window any longer? God, I hate this. Because I was taking those online courses, and not having a working computer while taking 5 online courses at once is not a great approach. So that's how I ended up getting into it. Anyway, though, apparently the same thing happened, and I'm like pretty confident it's a problem with the wiring in my house. Because I'm going to go off on a little tangent here, but if anybody's ever heard the term jury rigging, I'm not actually sure the like etymology of the word, but I would imagine it like applies specifically to rigging a jury in like a court case, but the term also kind of has a like secondary meaning in the, we go down one more flight of stairs. Do I feel like I'm like lagging? Yeah, why is it not showing up that I'm selecting enemies on my battle window? I mean, I appreciate that it shows up a little bit more effectively on the screen, but why is my battle window? Oh god, what is this crap? Hide NPCs, hide monsters, I don't know why I would want that, but okay. Hide non-skulled players, hide party members. Okay. This is really annoying. I don't like how it doesn't put the little box over my on my battle window anymore. Really don't like that. Really, really. I'm also not sure how I feel about them just turning yellow. I hate change. Anyway, yeah, so like usually the term like jury rigging refers to like when you set something up in a very haphazard kind of way. Like instead of actually following the like instructions and building a desk, for instance, you like tape it together with duct tape and like, you know, super glue, and it's hanging with like, you know, it's barely being held together. So, you know, like you would be like, I jury rigged the like engine of my car or something along those lines. Well, the guy who built the second story of my house way back when, because originally this house was a ranch or a one-story one. I think my grandparents put the second thing on in like the 60s. But anyway, so the guy who did that, his name was Jerry. And he jury rigged the whole thing. But everybody in my family, because it was Jerry, they called it jerry rigging instead of jury rigging it. And I had never heard the actual correct term of jury rigging, so I always just thought the like official term for this situation was called jerry rigging it. So for like the longest time, I was just using. I was like in public, being like, "Oh yeah, he jerry-rigged that." People are like, "What's a jerry-rig?" I'm like, "Oh, it's like when they're like, oh, you mean jerry-rigging?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm an idiot." Okay. Okay. So yeah, everything on the second story, like the plumbing was jury-rigged, the electricity was jury-rigged, the everything was just like a disaster. So I'm pretty sure there's like a problem with however the electricity in the house works, which is probably not the greatest situation. Oh god. I feel like vampires, like I can't tell if I'm attacking it because of the stupid. I want my old battle window back. No, get back here, Mr. Vampire. Like, there's not actually even any indication that I'm attacking them here, either. They only say yellow when I'm hovering my mouse over them. Oh, I hate this. There's gotta be a setting in there somewhere. I want to go up. We're just gonna ignore this ghost. But anyway, yeah, so like everything upstairs is not done correctly, so I'm pretty sure it's like a problem with the wiring in the upstairs, which is just causing my computer to be fried. Anyway, long story short, let's go kill Ribstrad. It's a Ribstrad. Yeah, like I don't even get the little box under him that I used to get. I hate this. Also, I'm pretty confident I'm lying. I'm also pretty confident that I did not, in fact, equip my my bow. Yeah, that's good. Let's try that again. I did, however, unequip my shield, so that way I was just taking more potential damage every time he got near me. That's cool. There we go. What did we get? Bony tail, green mushroom, hardened bone, platinum. Wow, that's good loot. Ooh. Go Tibia. I don't want my ham back, though. Yeah, well, that sucked. Do I have an obsidian knife on me? Don't I? No, I don't have an obsidian knife. I do have... I did get a blessed steak, though, didn't I? I thought I had a blessed steak. I guess I don't. I was pretty sure I did the quest for that, though. Alright, well, now to go kill Flesh Crawler. Oh, did I fight him that whole time on defensive, too? Wow. This is just how this day is gonna go. So yeah, I guess my computer got fried while I was away, which is probably not great for it, obviously. So ultimately I had to get it like checked out. My graphics card was damaged, my hard drive was damaged, my RAM was damaged, and my power source was damaged. Not all of my RAM was damaged, by the way, but that doesn't really do me a lot of good because you can't really mix and match RAM. So I was looking at some like hefty repairs there. My friend gave me his old graphics card, which saved me a boatload of money because his graphics card was actually an improvement over my old one. So I mean that's all fine and dandy. I don't remember where Flesh. Okay, up this way. Like I said, it's been a while. So yeah, I mean, got the new graphics card from him. I cannibalized my old PC from actually the one I was just talking about, and took the old hard drive out of that one. So I got a hard drive from that, and then I got I had to buy a power source, but that wasn't too expensive. They're not all that expensive. And then the RAM, I cannibalized my old computer for the RAM also, but that wasn't going to cut it because that one was like using older RAM, and I think I only had like 4 gigs in that one, whereas my computer previously had 12. So I'm actually, like, I talked people into giving me a Christmas present early and got RAM for Christmas. So that's what I'm using right now. Christmas RAM, my friend's old graphics card, a new power source, and a cannibalized hard drive from my old computer. Not necessarily the ideal situation, but it seems to be working. I'm going to be highly upset if after I finish making this video and I go to watch the video, it looks like crap. That would actually really suck now that I think about it. That would really suck. Because if it was like on a Sylvius video, I could just be like, well, gotta like delete that video and start over. But if it happens on a Leaf video, I'm kind of screwed. Alright. There we go. There's like, this is killing me that there's no way for me to tell whether I'm not attacking him. And that's probably like the worst thing that could have happened. Come on, one more. There we go. I'm so used to like clicking on the wrong thing in the first place and just consistently not being sure if I'm attacking the enemies. So I always check to see if there's the little box over the enemy on the battle window. And the fact that that's not there is gonna just make my head explode. I'm hating this so much right now. Oh man, like, oh my god. May as well actually like kill some of these dudes. So, although I do not have that many onyx arrows. Maybe we should move towards Flesh Crawler, and then if I have arrows left over, I'll use them. But because I might not have arrows left over, let's go kill Flesh Crawler first. But yeah, so I got all the parts, and then I'm like, I'm not computer inept. In fact, I wouldn't even get close to saying that, but I hate dealing with computer problems. Like, it's just so frustrating. I just want my computer to work perfectly and not have any additional problems. So, getting this to work was just a nightmare. The first problem was the new graphics card is like twice as long as the old one. The graphics card was the last thing I put into my computer, by the way. So I like took the hard drive out, copied all the data off of the hard drive because I was able to do that. Copied the data off the whole old hard drive, put the new hard drive in. Pulled the RAM out of the old one, put the RAM into the new computer, like just checking to see if things worked. And then I tried actually using one of my old graphics cards, but it was such a hassle, I just gave up on it. But yeah, so I get my friend's graphics card, and it's so much bigger than the old one. And when I put the wires that like led to the hard drive, they were in the area where the graphics card was going to end up being. So I had to like re-thread all of the wires. So then I get the graphics card, by the way, was like by far the most annoying process. So I get the graphics card in. Turn the computer on, it doesn't work. I'm like, okay. So I unplug it. I'm like running off of the onboard graphics card, I guess it's called. Or the integrated graphics card, I don't even know. That works. Like, I can get the computer to turn on. It's just, you know, I can't do anything major because I'm not using any kind of real graphics card. So I'm like sitting there, I'm like, all right, I don't understand why this isn't working. So I like Google, and I'm doing this like on my phone, which I hate, like trying to Google complex things on my phone. So like apparently, like for anybody who doesn't really know computers, BIOS is the, okay, so for anybody who does know computers, I'm going to say this stupidly. For anybody who doesn't know computers, this is a very vague way of explaining this. But like BIOS is the, I think it stands for like basic input and output system or something like that. So it's like the most basic way of like communicating with the computer. And my make of a computer for some reason uses some like random custom form of BIOS, which I forget what it's called. But it does this thing called like safe boot, which is supposed to like, I don't know, prevent the computer from having like data corruption issues when you're booting. But safe boot is incompatible with all but like 4 types of graphics cards in overall existence for some reason. So I had to like go into the BIOS and disable safe boot to get my graphics cards to work. Alright, so like I do that, which was a hassle, because I couldn't get into BIOS at first. So I'm like, I don't understand how to get into BIOS. And I'm like looking online and they're like, oh, you just, when it's like turning on, you just push push F12 or F8. So I'm like pushing F12 and F8 and I can't do it. So finally I could Google it and they're like, oh yeah, that type of computer has like a half a second window of opportunity to hit those buttons. So if you don't like turn the computer on and then instantly hit the button, you'll miss the chance. Which is cool because like my actual computer is on the other side of my desk, so like I'm like 5 feet away from the keyboard when I'm turning the computer on. So yeah, that just, you know, like just in general went really well, I have to say. Come on, Mr. Ancient Scarab. Watch as I just miss shot after shot after shot. Doing pretty good on loot here. Am I super poisoned? I am super poisoned. And I should probably heal up a little bit and drink some potions a little bit. Oh yeah, I feel like 9 mana pots was not enough. I did not look at any of my supplies before this video started, by the way. Like I said, I basically don't remember how to play Tibia anymore. It's been a month and I'm just completely lost. I'm completely inept. I'm almost positive I just saw Ancient Scarab like poison burst. There we go. Let's throw down a wall. I want my red box on the battle window so bad. So bad. You have no idea. Oh, God, it's like making me... I want it. Well, anyway, so yeah, I gotta get into the BIOS, fix that. Alright, so fix that. Great. You know, plug the stupid thing back in, and each time I have to, like, re-thread it around all the wires, so it's just this huge hassle every single time I have to do this. So I get it back in, thread it around the stupid wires, and I guess that's an Ancient Scarab respawning? Okay, good, it's just a larva. Is that a respawn over there? Or was that a summon? Don't know. So get it all like shoved back in there. Oh, and like there's a little lever you push that's like the release to get a graphics card out. And in my efforts of trying to release that, I accidentally broke it off, so now my graphics card isn't being held in securely, which is awesome. Especially since the new graphics card is way larger than the old one. Yeah, like I said, this just whole process went like incredibly well. Incredibly well. I hate my life sometimes. So I did that, get it plugged in, and it still doesn't work. I don't understand why this doesn't work. So then, you know, I go into it, and apparently, so like BIOS has like versions, and my graphics card's only compatible with like the latest version 10 of my BIOS. So I'm like, all right, gotta upgrade the BIOS. That's cool. Now how do I like figure out what version of BIOS I have? So I have version 1, and they're up to 10. And then they wanted me to update, like not from 1 to 10. Somebody just respawned in the fire. You stupid idiot! You respawned in the fire. So I had to like update individually 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5, and so on, which was a pain, obviously. Alright, I don't have 99 arrows left. Sick. So finally I got that, plug it in, still doesn't work. Fiddle it around with it, and then it's like telling me I have to plug in the graphics card, and I'm like, I don't understand what this is saying. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait, what's a PCI cable? So like my friend gives me this thing, right? And I'm like, dude, I'm not confident in my ability to like switch graphics cards, right? Like, just if something can go wrong, it will likely go wrong for me, and I get really frustrated really quickly. So I'm like, I just like, I'm confident this is going to go wrong. And he's like, dude, it's not that hard. You just like plug it in. All right. He's like, yeah, you just plug it in, and you might have to like download the drivers for it, which is why like the CD that comes with it. I'm like, okay, all right, if it's that easy. So you know, like I unplugged the old one, I plugged the new one in, and it's not working. It's saying something about like these PCI cables, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what we're doing. So I'm like, dude, I don't like get what this is saying. And he's like, well, did you plug it in? I'm like, into the slot? Yes. He's like, no, I mean, like, did you plug the wires in? I'm like, what wires? He's like, the PCI cables. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what those are. He's like, well, those are the things you have to plug into it. I'm like, still don't know what those are. He's like, they're the cables that you plug into it. I'm like, okay, you apparently aren't following, but I have no idea what those are. He's like, take the cables that were like plugged into your old graphics card and plug them into the new one. And I'm like, there were no cables plugged into my old graphics card. Like, and I had a picture of it from like before. So like I sent him that picture, and I'm like, this is what my graphics card like looked like when it was working in my computer. And he's like, oh, you have no cables. I'm like, I still have no idea what we're talking about with these cables. So apparently, like, my old graphics card was, I don't know what, but it didn't require additional power besides what it could get through the slot. And the new one obviously requires additional power. So I was just not plugging it in the whole time. Like, I didn't realize that. That's not what I want. Yeah, let's just put a wall down. Stay away! I always like prefer not to waste my walls if I can help it, but yeah, I needed to waste a wall. It's also super annoying that my own walls damage me on Leaf. The only character I really played on a non-PvP server before Leaf was my knight Dowdow, who obviously does not use walls. Ooh, that was kind of laggy. You're gonna die, Mr. Ancient Scarab. And switch back to the Enchanted Spears. 71 arrows left. I guess I do have, I have 38 regular arrows. That's something. So yeah, eventually I got the graphics cards working, and then I had to update the drivers, and that was a hassle also. So, yeah, everything sucked. I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping that I can get these, like, Leaf videos. I'm hoping that, like, Tibia I can record effectively. And then from there, we'll see where we stand with other things. Tibia is usually not very, like, graphics card intense, obviously. I'm hoping, though, that there's, like, no compatibility issues with the RAM, no compatibility issues with the graphics card and like other things, and boy, I hate having computer problems. This is like usually why I guess why people just buy new computers. Like, oh, the old computer is damaged, time to get a new one. Which is just so much easier than actually dealing with real problems. Let me drink one of those. I probably have them hotkeyed to something, but I'm just gonna drink it manually. Why did you have to respawn right there? I figure I'm gonna kill Fleshcrawler and then pop out of that teleport. Like, that's the thing with Fleshcrawler that always freaks me out. When you come out, I don't want to come out in this back of this like area surrounded by ancient scarabs. Can't tell if I'm attacking it or not. There's got to be a setting that I'm missing on that, because that's just stupid if that's really how that works. Oh boy. Alright, and we're gonna have to use another wall here, which again drives me nuts, but what can I do about it? Fleshcrawler actually like hits hard enough that I definitely want that that extra wall. Although that's probably not where I would have ideally used the wall. Flesh Crawler is also quite fast. I feel like the game is just like working wonkily. Oh, did I get it? Alright, Scarab Pincers. 6 platinum coins, 2 Scarab coins, a Scarab Shield, 4 small amethyst, a small emerald, a spring spout rod, and a thingy. It's not terrible, I suppose. Could have been better. Could have got another one of these guys. Ornamented Brooch, which I'm still wearing because I'm a boss like that. I still feel like I just feel like everything's not running smoothly right now, which is freaking me out a little bit because I'm a little concerned that it's problems on my computer's end and not problems on the client or on like Tibia server's end. And because I haven't played Tibia in a while, I can't guarantee that like Tibia is not suffering like a DDoS attack or something. I'm in a very annoying state of not really knowing what's happening right now, and I'm not liking it. Like, there's so many things. It could be my computer. It could be my lack of familiarity with the client. It could be that the client itself is, in fact, just clunky. Did I say it could be a problem with my computer? Could be a problem with my computer. Could be a problem with me. Could be a problem with the client. Could be problems on, like, Tibia's server end. There's just way too much annoyance right now, and I'm not liking it. Not liking it. Although I'm, like, absolutely hating the lack of little red box on my battle window. I cannot imagine this was the default setting. Even if there's a setting that fixes this, I'm still baffled that this was the default option that they went with. The no box. I figured that was going to be just a regular scare, but I wanted to play it safe. Ba-doop. Take my 39 gold coins. Should be... I was pretty sure there was going to be one. There we go. Let's throw a wall. 222 damage, I meant to say. Not 22. 145. 177. 224. Yep. I had missed that one. 78. Very little. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while until I feel comfortable hopping on Sylvius now. Ooh, you know what? I just recently made the update video thing, and I forgot to talk about that Sylvius owes my viewers 2 suicides, which I forgot about. So I have to make sure I do that. I guess I'll do that in a... Wow, look at that. That is a lot of Scarab. That's kind of when I could have killed more of them. I know people usually leave those alive, but they're valuable sources of meat. So I've never understood why people leave them behind. I mean, yeah, sure, actually I do. They get in your way, which is totally valid, but I'll deal with that for my my meat. I wasn't really expecting you. And I clearly did not handle that well. Oh man, this battle window, I'm really still not enjoying this client. I'm getting a little bit used to it, but I'm still just not enjoying it. Just no. Nope. I want my stuff to look the same. Although I do like having the HP in the mana bar. I don't know if that was always there or not. I don't remember it though. It's kind of annoying that the one I'm attacking is the one that's being the stupidest with approaching me. Now it's a little bit better. Yeah, I didn't lag, but I was prevented from taking another step right there, which was kind of weird. Oh, hey, we're out of arrows. That's not good. To the regular arrows. Alright. Am I even attacking him? I'm apparently not, because I can't tell, because there's no freaking red box over over the names on my battle window. And nothing on the screen to indicate I'm attacking them either. I thought initially that the turning yellow meant that I was attacking them, but that just means I'm hovering over them, not that I'm attacking them. Oh man, do I hate this. I'm mostly confused that this was ever a good idea. Alright, what's respawning? There, just a larva. Larva I can deal with. And we'll loot that dude. So I guess I will mention that in this video, even though I've got to make an update video. But following the election a month ago, longer than a month ago actually. Wow, it's been a while, hasn't it? I said I would suicide Silvius once if Donald Trump won, and I also said I would suicide Silvius once if Donald Trump won in my state of Pennsylvania. As you guys know, Donald Trump did all of those things. The Electoral College actually will be doing their vote before this video goes live, I would imagine. So I suppose there's theoretically, technically, a chance that they will not vote for him. In which case, I guess I don't need to suicide myself. That's one more incentive there on my end. But that's most likely not happening. So that means I owe Silvius 2 suicides. So what was determined was that we would be doing one stupid death and one cool death. The stupid death is obviously a death to a stupid monster, and a cool death is a death to a cool monster. Tentatively, my stupid monster death is set to be a penguin. Go penguin. But we'll see. But I was actually torn about my cool monster death. I decided I was probably going to do it in the Fury Gate area. I wasn't sure, though. The only thing I was torn on was I wanted it to look like I died to something cool, but not I just suck at playing. So I also didn't want it to if I died to a Medusa, people would think I just died in Banator. If I died to a behemoth, they'll just think I died in the, in a behemoth spawn or something. So I didn't want to die to something that would make me just look like an idiot. So I was kind of hoping I could find something that was really cool and unique to die to, but still moderately powerful. I haven't decided exactly on what that is yet. But what I've decided I'm going to do with that suicide video is I'm going to put that off until Silvius hits level 200. I think Silvius is 189 right now, so I'm pretty close to that. Well, relatively close to that, I suppose. So I'm going to wait until I hit level 200, and then I'm going to go and immediately commit suicide. So it'll be a suicide right after I hit level 200. It'll be a great video, guys. Great video. That's how I'm going to handle that situation. Let's go. Oh yeah, I guess I should probably equip my shield, huh? Oh, snap. I really do not like this this client. This is actually also not even client 11. This is an updated version of client 10, which I don't know why they bothered to update version 10. Unless this is version 11, I'm actually not sure. Where'd that information be found? In the About window? Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Yeah, okay, so this is version 11. Okay, good to know. That's actually really annoying, because when I went to play, it wouldn't let me use the version, and it wouldn't patch it. I had to go to their website. So I went to their website and then downloaded version 10. And then this is what it gave me. So I'm kind of actually annoyed that they forced version 11 onto me, because I really did not want version 11. I hear version 11 for the most part is like an improvement. But version 11's been out for like several months now. And I still keep seeing them being like, oh, a whole bunch of fixes for the like various problems that were involved in version 11. And I'm like, dude, if you guys are still like once every 2 weeks being like, we fixed debilitating problem number 94, I'm a little concerned. Little concerned. Alright. This NPC. Deposit all. Alright, we need to pick up some. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this. Let's pick up like 26 of them. Yeah, sure. Okay. Pick up 26 of those. We'll go deposit all. We need to trade, sell our topazes. I still have those in my box, so we'll take those. I don't think I need the gold ingots for anything. Don't need those, and I've honestly never seen that before. What's that from? Okay, I guess it's kind of cool that I can see the things I don't have, sort of. Alright, so we did that. And we're just gonna pick up... Nope, we're actually gonna stop back at the depot real quick. I'm gonna dump some stuff. Sometimes I wish Leaf wasn't on a PvP server. I'm actually still, I say this a lot, I'm still surprised that nobody's taken a shot at Leaf yet. But it being a PvP server means I do need to kind of be recording every time I'm walking out of a PZ, just in case somebody takes a shot at me. If this was non-PvP, I could like stop the video here and then just take care of all of my like inventory crap, and then, you know, we'd be fine, because I wouldn't have to worry about somebody taking a shot at me when I'm walking to the trainers. I do have a Blessed Wednesday. There you go. Alright, so we're just going to shove all this crap in here, and I don't really care. We'll take care of it in the future. Although I do need to look into these Christmas token things and see what's going on with that. And I know I said I was going to start doing loot picks in these, but I kind of just remembered that I said I was going to do that, and I'm not prepared for it because I did not pay attention to what I started with. So we're just going to go sell that halberd, restock, and then I'll be ending this video. So anyway, folks, so that's that. Hopefully this video works. I really hope this video has like no problems and whatnot. But after all that said and done, I have said that I will be releasing... God. I hate this. Yeah, let's go 500 arrows, whatever. So I'll be releasing one Leaf video in addition to my normal schedule up this week, going up until the Christmas weekend. And then on that note, even though it's still a little bit early, everybody, you know, Merry Christmas and all that jazz. So anyway, people, as always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, check me out on Patreon, Twitter, and Facebook, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back.